So based on the information we have here, if the atomic number is 13, that means it's going to have 13 electrons and also 13 protons. To calculate the neutrons, we do the atomic mass minus the atomic number, so that's 27 minus the 13, which takes us to 14. 1 mark for each one of those will be the mark scheme. Next one, we've got some information here, and it says calculate the empirical formula. So to calculate the empirical formula, if you remember, what we have to do is we use our Mr. Moles triangle, and let's go through those steps in there. So we have got aluminium, and it's reacting to form aluminium bromide, so it's reacting with aluminium bromide, okay? It says the sample contains, so the mass of the aluminium sample contains 1.35 grams and 12 grams of bromine. So we've got our masses, and what we're trying to do here is we are trying to find the moles. So if I have the mass, my next step is to put the MR down. So the MR, and we've got those in the question, it says aluminium is 27 and bromine is 80. Then all we do is we divide the numbers in the way they are here. So it's the mass divided by the MR. And remember, that is going to give us the moles. So on my calculator, it's 1.35 divided by 27, and that equals 0.05. And then you've got 12 divided by 80, and that equals 0.15. What we then do to get the ratio is we divide it by the smallest number. So in this case, the smallest number is 0.05. So I've got 0.05 divided by 0.05, which is going to be 1. And then I've got 0.15 divided by 0.05, which is going to be 3. So my ratio is AL. AL is going to get a number 1, and BR is going to get a number 3. So AL1, we don't write ones down, and then BR3. Okay, next one. Gallium is in the same group as aluminium and the same period as bromine. So remember, in the periodic table, when we talk about groups, we are talking about moving up and down. And when we talk about periods, we're talking about moving across the periodic table. So if we use this information, aluminium is in group 3. So gallium must be in group 3, and the same period as bromine. Bromine is in the 4th row going across, so it's the 4th period. So that must be 4 as well. 1 mark for each bit. Next bit. Okay, we've got some information here on gallium's discovery, and they've given us a lot of information in the table that we're going to have to use just to check. The key thing to notice here is that the predictions that Mendeleev made, so these were the predicted properties, were actually very close to the actual properties. So his predictions were really, really good. And it wants us to explain how he made these predictions. So what Mendeleev did was he compared the element to other elements in the same group. And when he did that, what he then did was use trends in properties to make predictions. So he looked at the trends and then predicted what the properties of the element would be. There's 2 marks, so 1 mark for that bit and 1 mark for that bit.